Okay, here we go. But coffee that's getting cold. Water and my breakfast, which is a smoothie. There's strawberries, bananas, blueberries, vanilla yogurt, honey, and orange juice. Playing a different Spider-Man game. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. No. Hello, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Anti-HyperLink here. Welcome to Let's Play Spider-Man. Yes, Spider-Man. You know. Gray arm. There you have it, folks. A masterpiece. Memory cards are in there. And the memory card's gonna deteriorate eventually, because I've had them for so long, like years and years and years. What's the difference? No. I said I don't want kids to watch my videos, but I don't even have to have kids watch my videos for people who've never seen one of these to be watching it. Because, 2002, or when did physical manual stop? Probably for the environment or to save money. So the hero, class controls, enhanced controls. What's the fucking difference? Punch, kick, web, jump, B, X, Y, A, B, X, Y, A. Oh, web weapons, Y, left to right, up, down. Your hands in webbing. Create a web dome. Shoot shuttle impact webbing. Aim your targets. The enhanced one is L plus B, L plus X. Web swing zip line is still web zip is where am I? Web zip is L in the normal controls, Z in the enhanced. I don't know. Fuck. Spidey. Y plus L, Y plus Z. I think I'm just gonna go with the regular controls. Why does it say in classic controls as if it's some sort of remake? like classic controls of like the earlier Spider-Man games or something. Like it does say, you know, like wrapping your hands in webbing to do more damage is L plus B, so that would be like that, instead of just Y plus somewhere on the control stick. Honestly, like, it might not be that much enhanced, you know? Might be a little better. I'll just play the classic controls. And if anyone doesn't like it, they can lick my asshole. No, I'm not gonna get it. Just imagine. I can't do that. Would get banned. Oh no, I don't want to continue. Fuck. Uncle Ben's killer is located at the top of the warehouse. Spoilers. So in apparently in Spider-Man Remastered, he says something about his parents dying in a plane crash or whatever, and you know, a lot of time. A video on YouTube talking about that, and how a lot of time the stories that his parents were killed, like were killed on purpose. I know in the Andrew Garfield films, they were killed, like basically by oh, I don't know. Fucking hell, I just... Let's take another look at these. Look around. Z plus C stick, L plus C stick, okay. Actually, to be honest, like, since the different things, like the different web weapons are Y plus a direction, I might not even remember how to do that. Well, I guess I have it right here. Should have looked this up earlier, but I'm just gonna... Spider-Man Classic or Enhanced. See, like, people think that the Enhanced isn't necessarily hard to use, and... Yeah, someone said I use the Enhanced because all the web attacks are replicated to the L2 button instead of the D-pad or analog stick. Triangle, square, circle, X, yeah. Hands mode is the way to go. Also spread the types so the zipline R1 plus triangle, that would be Y. No R1 on this. Enhanced. Someone says I'm definitely changing to enhanced controls.
Because your special web attacks with classic control, sometimes you end up moving in the direction you press to get the button to work. For example, try a web down and move to the right unintentionally. Enhance eliminates this problem by moving all D-pad web attacks controls to the L2 one. It's not L2 on this because it's a GameCube, but yeah, it's basically the same except for the web function. Enhanced controlling is awesome. You know, my first try I beat Bonesaw, found Shocker, and defeated him. It's so cool, especially the bonus moves that aren't available with the directional pad. Enhanced. I use classic, but each their own. Enhanced. Especially because it's goated. Especially playing with Green Goblin. Okay, oh, moving sound, no, definitely control stick. Don't forget, you're Spider-Man. Web zipping, web curling, web zipping are always better than running. And this tutorial has Norm McDonald in it, who's...
Greetings. Welcome to the tutorial. Yeah, I know, you want to get on with things, beat up the bad guys, do the whole superhero thing, blah, blah, blah. Well, everyone's got to start somewhere. Trust me, when you're hip-deep in trouble later on, you'll be glad you went through this. All right, now let's get started. Now get the gum out of your ears and listen good. Touch the question mark directly in front of you.
It's like, I don't usually do this, but just a moment of silence for Norm McDonald because he died a few years ago. And he's funny. He's a funny man. And this tutorial is like my childhood, and I can't see the fucking TV. Jesus Christ. Well, you know what? TV's probably not going to be used for fucking schools anymore. I don't know. I need to see. Picture mode. Oh my god. User. Turn the fucking brightness way up. I don't know, I can actually see the games that I'm playing, for fuck's sakes. Oh, 14. I turned on the fucking Brave on here, not on there where all the fucking tabs are, you know? All the naughty tabs. They're not naughty, I'm a grown man. $14 errors. Squeak Squad. But that's going down to number 75. Which, okay, whatever. Well, I gotta make some fucking thumbnails as well, you know? I gotta add that to this. Oh my god, really? It can't. Microsoft Word is such trash now. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, it actually thinks. I've been using Microsoft Word like my entire fucking life. And it's never been. It was not trash when I was a kid. So, like, does Microsoft just do more things and so they can't relegate as much time to Microsoft Word? Like, or are they hiring people who are lesser quality of fucking developers that cheated their way through college? Now it's like probably too bright, but
Well, good to see that you can follow basic instructions. Now, these question marks will teach you how to use your powers. Check out the compass. Your compass will point straight towards your next objective. Up on the compass means forward to you. You follow me? Well, stop following me or I'll have you arrested.
so I can't hear it because now this picks stuff up. Now it's a good quality mic. Fucking ridiculous nonsense. Well, stop following me or I'll have you arrested. Norm McDonald, I love you. Don't really believe in an afterlife, but you know. You were my childhood. Just this game, really.
Now this doohickey is the height meter, not to be confused with the width meter. It lets you know how much higher or lower you are from the next objective. Now, you are the little red dot, and your target is blue, so now's your chance to self-test for color blindness. Anyway, using the compass and height meter together, you should be able to find your next objective, no matter where it is. Go ahead, give it a shot. I'll wait, but not for long.
Wasn't paying that much attention, but I know how to play this game. Not to begin.
This is incredible! Am I really doing this?
Well, you're easily impressed, aren't you? You haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet.
I love this fucking tutorial. It's like one of the best parts of this game. And it's a tutorial. Activision and Treyarch, like, you really made like a tutorial extremely entertaining. Like, this is the height meter. Height? Not to be confused with the width meter. Well, you can change the controls at any time. Y plus, yeah. See, that's not as good. I think enhanced is probably better. Considering so many people. But like, yeah, it's so much better. And also, like, oh wow, am I really doing this? Oh, you're easily impressed. Obviously, stellar graphics, right?
Ooh, that's some view, huh? Okay, well look, it's just training, right? To rotate the camera, push left or right on the C stick. You can recenter the camera behind you by pushing down on the C stick.
Okay. If you think the camera controls are inverted, you've never used a camera before. I mean, there's no up and down controls, so.
Okay, the topic at hand is web swinging. But let's get one thing straight first. Do not try this at home, okay? Your house isn't nearly tall enough. Now that the public service message is out of the way,
And you
press
don't
the
have
R button to start
spider
web swinging.
powers.
Now, if you need to floor it, hold down the R button while you swing. You'll go faster, but you won't turn with beans. Web swing over to your next objective. Use your compass and height meter to find it.
Your house isn't nearly tall enough, and you don't have web fluid coming out of your wrists. Especially like in this version, it's organic webs, and it's not like
Yahoo!
Hey, king of the world, don't let it go to your head, okay? Hooray for you, you're swinging. But sooner or later, you're probably going to want to drop. You can break your web line by pressing the A button. Here's a little party favor for you. A combo power-up. Try to locate as many of these babies as you can. Each time you get one, you'll unlock a new web power or combo to add to your list of attacks. For those of you playing along at home, that's a good thing. Oh, and for those of you with short-term memory issues, which would be most of you, you can check out a list of the combos you've unlocked in the pause menu.
what's with the little fucking insults there, Norm? Come on. So this is supposed to be him training in New York City, except it's a fucking giant tutorial building. I guess sky was too much to handle. And you can never go on the ground in this game. It's not Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 3 or other Spider-Man games like the Amazing Spider-Man games, and there's and remastered or Spider-Man's Marvel remastered. Marvel Spider-Man PS4 or remastered, or Miles Morales, or the second game that's coming out, or I think there's another one. Also, I could play remastered in this outfit because of that mod that I had, so you know.
Are you ready to dish
gone
out
to
some
it.
old-fashioned
No, I'm going to
justice?
helmet.
Throw a punch with the B button. Ooh! And kick with the X button. Waha! You can also do more powerful combo attacks by quickly pressing different buttons. All right, kiddo, let's see what you got.
What you doing up here, pencil neck?
It's a roof. Probably public accent. Accent. I don't think someone who sounds like you really.
I can't believe how much stronger I am. This is too cool.
Wow, good for you. If you want to throw some more goons around, knock on the door by facing it and pressing the punch button. I'm gonna grab a ham sandwich. Whenever you're done beating bad guys up, follow your compass and height meter.
I love him so much. Especially that line. I'm gonna grab a ham sandwich. It's like he's actually there. And he gives the tutorial to Peter. It's like he's telling Peter what to do, but he's also acknowledging that it's a video game. Those of you with short-term memory issues, which would be most of you. But I mean, you can dual fist BBX is a field goal. What? Mule kick BXX. Web gloves. Okay, hold on.
You lost, kid? Look at you. You think you're pretty tough, huh?
Ah, I see. to the blind man, and as he took out his hammer, and saw. I can't web yank him. Can't web yank my deck. Huh.
Yo, what happened to the other guys that came up here?
They're dead? They kind of keeled over and then disappeared into the void.
You beat those guys up? How embarrassing.
I like how they acknowledged that I beat up their buddies. BXX or XBB.
What you doing up here, pencil neck?
Well. Damn. I'm playing this game which is regular, like. Regular combat. I really gotta fucking focus on the combat in this game. Oh. I mean, you don't have to fucking hold it down.
Okay, so here you are on the side of a building. Your next marker is up, so you could crawl. But I know you. You want fast, you want it now. So I'll let you in on a secret. If you press the Z button while crawling on a wall, you'll web zip in the direction you're crawling. Huh? How easy is that?
You know, these controls that are still a staple of Spider-Man games today.
But wait, there's more. If you press the Z button while you're running, you'll web zip in the direction you're moving. Oh man, are these guys good or what?
The guys that made the game. Also, like, what is this supposed to be? Like, this open concept building? Like, did he just, like, was the building destroyed? Like, also, what is over here?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Careful there, Captain Jumpy. Now, since you're just getting started, we're going to let you get away with moves like that. But once you're out in the big bad city, passing below a certain height means sayonara Spidey. Try not to let yourself get too low.
Hey, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that he says that. Can you go up? Yeah, this game was like, yeah, you don't get to go on the ground. This is not a fucking open world game. What do you think? What do you think it is? Fucking... I don't know.
Okay, now if you're standing still and you press the Z button, you'll web zip straight up as long as there's something to stick to above you. And if there isn't, well, then we'll all laugh at you together.
We'll all laugh at you together.
Well, you're almost done, so let's get a little fancy, shall we? If you hold the L button and press the Z button, you can suspend yourself from a web line and slowly raise or lower yourself. Huh? Pretty fancy, huh? This is a very sneaky way to check out unfamiliar areas.
I might do the tutorial again at some point with... Norm, you gonna...
The yo-yo, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was a pretty full day, huh? So look, if you need to go over this tutorial, or if you just plain missed me, which, who could blame you, you can access basic training from the menu anytime you want. So, follow your compass and height meter to the exit. Good luck. I said, good luck. Good luck means goodbye. See, there's nothing more to see here. We're done. That's a wrap. You got it? We're over. I want you to understand, accept, move on with your life.
If you just plain miss me. I do miss you, buddy. We all miss you. He was also Death in fucking Family Guy. Fucking Adam West, fucking Norm Macdonald.
Good job, kid. You might just make something of yourself after all. Good luck. You're gonna need
Thanks, buddy. Okay, well, it's been 30 minutes, but that was just a tutorial, so I think I'll just, get into the game.
This is how my story begins. My Uncle Ben and Aunt May raised me like a son. They never had much money, though. I thought my powers could help make up for that. The last time I saw Uncle Ben alive, we argued. I took out my frustration in the ring. Poor Bonesaw never even saw me coming.
Looked like that in the movie.
The fight promoter cheated me, so I didn't think it was my problem when he got robbed.
12 Henry, call back on that 187 in connection with the carjacking at the 42nd Street Library.
10-4. Suspect is believed to be a member of the Skulls gang. Proceed with caution.
But then his uncle died because of the guy that he let get away, and Peter learned that with great power there must also come great responsibility. I paused for a second because that's how it was in the comic book. In Amazing Fantasy number 15.
Uncle Ben. Murdered. I have to find the guy who did it.
Why are you crawling on the wall without a suit on, Peter? You dumb bitch.
There's nothing Peter Parker can do at this point. But Spider-Man is a different story.
Activision logo on the building.
This is supposed to be the Skulls territory. I'll find Uncle Ben's killer if I have to go through every one of the Skulls.
And they actually added a lot of lore to the game, or to the movie, like about like the guy being a member of the Skulls gang, and like at least you get to explore on these buildings. Oh wait, yeah, Norm was also the tutorial for the other two, wasn't he? At least the third one. Well, it's not as beautiful as remastered, but see, like if you go below a certain height, it's Sayonara Spidey. I don't want to fucking try it because I'm gonna die. I mean, you can get pretty low before you. I killed a version of Spider-Man. He's dead. Now it's another timeline. Right, Map Pack?
This is how my story begins. My Uncle Ben and Aunt May.
Yeah, and like I've said this before, there's a novelization of Spider-Man 2. Well, I mean, there's novelizations of all three of them, but in the novelization of Spider-Man 2, Betty,
This is supposed to be
Betty Grant mentions to J. Jonah Jameson that he has a interview with Iron Man and Hulk. So like, and the games have villains that are not in the movies, like Soccer and Bonesaw. Someone mentioned Bonesaw. You fought Bonesaw. Bonesaw's not the villain. And like the Scorpion, I think. I think there's a bunch of them in the second one. They're not in the movies. The Lizard is in the third one, but he's not in the movie. And I guess it's just not canon to the movies, especially considering well, like honestly, people love No Way Home, but just like Civil War, like it very much disappointed me. Like Civil War, I understand they didn't have the rights to all the characters that time, so they couldn't go ham and just do everyone. But oh, for one thing, Civil War retconned, or Civil War, no, Civil War was retconned later on in No Way Home. So in Civil War, when Tony goes to pick up Peter, Peter says, he basically references Uncle Ben dying and says a version of the line. He says, when you can do what I can do, and you don't, and the bad thing happens, it's your fault. Something like that. So in other words, with great power, there must also come great responsibility. And there was a deleted scene where, I'm pretty sure that there's a deleted scene where Aunt May just straight up mentions Ben. Like, he says the name Ben. He says Ben would have loved this, or Ben would have been proud of you, or not about being Spider-Man. He says something about Ben. And in the movie, I think it's in the movie, not a deleted scene, Peter says, with everything May's been going through, well, what else would she have been going through if not losing her husband? And it would have been a younger woman, so I would have liked to see that, because people are like, oh, we don't want to see the origin. It's a different version of the character. Like, they were younger in the Andrew Garfield movies. I want to see, you can have a flashback at some point to Uncle Ben and like a younger Uncle Ben. That would be nice. But then in No Way Home, they just completely retconned it and had Aunt May say the line, and Peter told the other Peters that, she said that, and basically it made it out to be that he didn't learn that lesson until No Way Home. But he had already learned the lesson in Civil War. Which means that Sony retconned what Marvel did. Like, Sony retconned what Marvel Studios did in Civil War. But they were involved in that because they own Spider-Man. They still own Spider-Man. Marvel still doesn't have the complete rights to Spider-Man. They have the complete rights to the Fox stuff now. If Disney fucking buys Sony, that's not... I don't want Disney to buy every fucking company because Disney is too powerful. And it's really ironic that... I find it really ironic that anti-Semites go on and on about Hollywood being run by Jews when Hollywood is slowly being taken over by a company that was started by an anti-Semite. Walt Disney was a piece of shit. I mean, maybe he didn't make it clear in all of his stuff that he was anti whatever, but there were very old like cartoons of his that were weird. I don't know. Maybe he didn't like Jews, but he didn't like Hitler either. Like Kanye West. But not apart from that, he was a fucking scumbag and he was corrupt. He was basically what fucking anti-Semites say Jews are. Like, he was greedy and corrupt, for fuck's sake. So it's kind of ironic. He was the one that should have been hated. People should hate him instead of Jews. I'm sure there's individual people who are Jewish who are not people, but it would be preposterous to say that every single fucking Jewish person on the planet is a good person. It's like saying like every people are individuals, so they're not their race or their ethnicity or their religion or whatever. But basically, Mickey Mouse is sort of like a ripoff of Felix the Cat, and like Fleischer Studios, which was out of New York, which had a little more darker of cartoons and stuff. But like, I think there was a Fleischer Studio cartoon where Mickey Mouse was like in it, and they killed him or something. And that's the studio that started the bouncing ball like musical things, and they had the first cartoon with sound, but Walt Disney lied and probably got people up and made it seem that he had the first cartoon with sound. And Fleischer Studios is the studio that's responsible for the old Superman cartoons, which is ironic again, because Disney ended up buying Marvel, which is the rival of DC. Although much less a rival because Marvel and DC have been ripping each other off and swapping writers and artists since fucking 1938 or whenever. But Marvel and DC are more friendly rivals than Fleischer and Disney were. Does Fleischer Studios even exist anymore? Is there a new version of that? Does the Fleischer family stop making cartoons? I'm sure one of the brothers had children. Are there descendants of Disney? I mean, Disney is not run by Disney's anymore. Disney is the last name. Walt Disney. Walter? I don't give a shit what his real name was. But he stole and he fucking lied to get to the top. And plus, how much of what Disney has made is actually original and not an adaptation of something? Yes, you can argue that all those cartoons, they made all those fairy tales more popular, but they still existed in some form before that. Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty, Peter Pan, Snow White. There's very little of Disney that's actually original, completely original. Well, very little is completely original in general, but even fucking Frozen. Frozen was based on a story called The Ice Queen, about an ice queen that turns the whole kingdom into ice because she's angry. And there's a Russian cartoon that's an adaptation of it, and it's closer to that. Which, I mean, it's probably not in English, so I don't want to not watch it, but... And also, Frozen was supposed to be about that. I remember reading about what Frozen was going to be, about a princess who is angry about something, and she turns everything to ice, and someone has to stop her and reverse it, or something like that. Sort of like Narnia. Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It was another original fairy tale. And because of the fucking song Let It Go, they completely changed the plot. It was going to be closer to the original fairy tale. Pooh Bear, not original. Peter Pan, not original. All those princesses, basically every single one of them, even the fucking Princess and the Frog one. I mean, that's maybe a little more original because they made her black. I don't think she was black in the original fairy tale. And I'm assuming the plot is a lot more original than that fairy tale. I'm not actually sure, because I haven't seen that movie. But even Mickey Mouse, like I said, fucking Felix the Cat. Also, in regards to Fleischer Studios, Betty Boop is a human, and she was the human girlfriend of Felix the Cat. But originally, she was a dog. I think she was a dog. Which cats and dogs being in a relationship is still weird, but it's better than a cat and a human. Weird that he was the pussy. But Betty Boop was originally an animal. Non-human animal. Yeah. Fuck Disney. Oh no, and in No Way Home, they could have done so much more. The Raimi Peter, Tobey Maguire's Peter, could have mentioned the lizard, could have mentioned fighting the lizard. They could have referenced Shocker and fucking Scorpion and whoever else, not Kingpin. Who else is in the games? I mentioned Iron Man and fucking Hulk. Because according to the novels, they exist in that universe. So what you could say is that maybe either Iron Man and Hulk exist in Tobey Maguire Spider-Man's universe, but the Avengers don't. I don't know if the Avengers are mentioned at all. But he didn't say Iron Man and Hulk, he said the Avengers, or the MCU Peter. when they were like, "Oh, is that a band?" Like, my problem with that movie is that they made the other versions of Peter out to be silly Elseworlds versions of Spider-Man, where the MCU version is the definitive Spider-Man. Sorry, but the comic book version is the definitive Spider-Man. And I think they're all connected now. I think the comic book universe was connected through the Spider-Verse movies, and then the 3 live-action universes are connected to that as well. So now they're all fucking in one multiverse. They're all fucking in one multiverse. I don't think they're fucking. That would be weird. Fucking another version of yourself. Something only Loki would do. I mean, if a version of me who was a woman showed up and she was like, "I'm fucking horny, fuck me," I'd be like, okay. I mean, am I gonna pass down like a woman wants to sleep with me? I don't care that she's technically like, well, I guess she would technically be like my sister, even more than a twin. Moving on.
Skull's territory. I'll find Uncle Ben's killer if I have to go through every one of the skulls to do it.
Terrible graphics. I wonder if this game looks better on the PS2 and the Xbox. Like, if I stop pausing the game and going on rants. If Spider-Man game. I'm always the wrong age for employers. That was an article. If you heard what I just said. Men have 3 masculinity styles that determines how they handle relationships. So shut the fuck up. It's Spider-Man game. Oh. Spider MSN Smur. Spider-Man game. The original one. Christ, oh my god. Fucking hell. Bing is so terrible. So much worse than all the other ones. Treyarch Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2. Thanks, Google. Wonderful. That's definitely what I looked up. PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube, Microsoft Windows, and Game Boy Advance. Okay. Treyarch Spider-Man, fast version. Like, I wonder if the other versions have better graphics or something? Not which version of Spider-Man in general. Which version of this Spider-Man? Treyarch went from Spider-Man video games to Call of Duty. Wait, how many fucking Spider-Man games did they make? Did they start off making Spider-Man games and then they made Call of Duty? Is Marvel Spider-Man originally supposed to be the Amazing Spider-Man 3? There are some slight similarities in the ending of Amazing Spider-Man 2 and the opening of Marvel Spider-Man with the Kingpin storyline in Sinister Six. From the ground up, I don't know what those exactly are those similarities, but if there are, it's merely coincidence. If you don't know what the similarities are, then how is it a coincidence? Starting on with Kingpin taking over the crime underworld, Harry Osborn being sick, Peter's relationship with Black Cat, and teasers for the Sinister Six. That actually was all in the Amazing Spider-Man movies and the games. Except not Kingpin. Similarities you mentioned are far too vague anyways. How are they vague? It's extremely specific. It's completely coincidence. The story is built from the ground up. How do you know that? You work at fucking Activision? Or Insomniac? Spider-Man 3 Web of Shadows, and once again from that Spider-Man Sarah Dimension, Edge of Time, afterward, the amazing... Well, Edge of Time is related to Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, is it not? They all had Activision as the publisher, but it went from Fair to Shaba after Spider-Man 3 games. Amazing Spider-Man 2 ends with... Oh, so Kingpin is in those games. And with Kingpin still on the run, with Spider-Man still trying to take him down, the series kind of sets up Harry's sickness and Oscorp trying to use cross-species genetic and the symbiote as a cure. In the game, Peter even mentions he fought Connors and the Lizard before. In the Miles game, there's a scene where he's crawling through a vent and an existential crisis similar to the way Peter was and having an amazing Spider. In the Miles game, there's a scene where he's crawling through the vent and having an existential crisis similar to the way Peter was in Amazing Spider-Man. It's canonical in both games. Wait, so you don't just play as Miles in that game? It's canonical in both games that Peter seems to know Stan Lee and have a relationship with him that teases for the Sinister Six, as well as Peter's relationship with Black Cat. Yeah. Whenever someone mentions like very specific things, people are like, "No, it's just coincidence. Oh, no, it's just no." Because if they don't want to believe it, then it's not true. And like people think that everything is just opinion, or it's just their interpretation. Someone is seeing similarities, being like, "Well, was Amazing Spider-Man originally, or was Marvel Spider-Man originally going to be a sequel to Amazing Spider-Man 3?" Like that's very possible that it could have started as Amazing Spider-Man 3, and they're like, you know what? Let's just make a completely rebooted game, but like still have these elements. Everything almost aligns perfectly, besides small details such as the cross-species and the Spider-Man villains. His relationship with Gwen in the Amazing Spider-Man games, and his relationship with MJ in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 in the game. Harry becomes Green Goblin in an attempt to cure his illness, and they allude multiple times in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 that Norman is dead. Okay, so that's... Yeah, so... But they just said, okay, let's have Harry not be the Green Goblin. Let's have MJ instead of Gwen. Let's have Norman Osborn be alive. And they did say in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game that Gwen and Peter just broke off screen. I'll have to play those games as well. I don't own them, so I'm going to have to emulate them. I'm sorry, Activision. I'm not... My channel's not big enough for video game companies to just be like, hey, here's a free video game. Because they do that. Haha, do. I said do. Ha 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 ha. Let's laugh, huh? Where's the skulls?
What's with the getup, chump?
What's with your getup, chump?
Look at you. You think you're pretty tough, huh?
Save it.
Who's that? You...
Didn't know anything, but I'm just getting started.
Obviously, elements of Spider-Man games bleed into the next one that the companies make. Like, they were all made by Activision until Insomniac, I guess. Hold on. What did that person say? I always find no other connections, but just minor stuff that made me think, was this supposed to go somewhere? And then I played Marvel Spider-Man, was like, by coincidence, they answered questions from the last game, like, what happens to Kingpin, Harry, the Sinister Six, and Black Cat? Oh, so, like, it's kind of like a loose prequel. It's not the same, but anyone saying it's complete coincidence is just fucking ridiculous. That's the same people who say, oh, there is no canon character in Pokemon. The canon character is you. Okay, the games literally mention past people. I mean, Red is Red. Like, it's not Leaf. He is canon. Like, one time I was on, a ROM hacking Reddit subreddit? Oh, I fucking hate Reddit so much sometimes. Talking about my, ideas for a ROM hack, and saying, like, putting Leaf into the story, and someone's like, Leaf is in the story! And I'm like, no, it's Red's story. He's canon. Like, are you really that dumb? Like, that is the only canon protagonist. Like, gender-wise, sex-wise. Like, Red is in Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart, Gold, Soul, Silver. Whether you want him to be or not. I don't like that Leaf just disappeared. I don't like that they replaced Crystal with Lyra. So I, like, that's not, okay, that's why I made Google accounts for different fucking protagonists, also Blue, Oak, and Leaf. Like, I have her in Pokemon Go. Yeah, multiple accounts. Just for role playing, really. And I do trade with myself, but I would be happy to fucking trade Pokemon with anyone with any of those accounts. And it is no different than me having 2 Game Boys or 2 DSs or 2 Switches, trading Pokemon with myself, and then, like, sitting down and playing both games and catching a bunch of Pokemon, and then trading the ones with better IVs to a certain Pokemon game, and then using that for competitions. Do tournaments ask, oh, did you trade with yourself to get this game? You got this Pokemon? How did you get this Pokemon? With good IVs? Did you trade with yourself, or did you trade with a friend or family member? They don't ask that. Also, Black Web. Microphone. Spider-Man. Ha ha ha. So, like, and I think Niantic cares more about, spoofing and whatever, like, things that actually hurt the community. I don't trade win with, like, the gyms. Sometimes I'll put, like, another Pokemon in a gym if it's a Mystic account. Maybe I mean that's worse than trade winning. Maybe I should be doing that for everyone. Like, how do they know that it's not? I don't have a sibling that has Pokemon Go, or a child, or a niece or nephew. Like, at one point it was my I took. Well, Leaf was my niece's account, and then I just turned it into Leaf. And so I used the account. I used the. Wait, did I just make a new email for it? I don't know. And Blue was my nephew's account that I repurposed. So, and then he made a new account on a different. No. I changed his account to a new email, but for some reason he can't get in it. I don't know, because my sister doesn't understand how to use emails and remember passwords and write them down. And I just made a new account for Blue. But Crystal / Lyra, I made. I mean, it's her Lyra account. It's her Lyra costume in the game. But I called her Crystal of Johto. I think that's the email as well. I stopped pulling on my shirt. Actually, this is my shirt. It's okay. Excuse me. And in In the manga, there is no Lyra, but Crystal in the Heart Gold Soul Silver chapter, she does have an outfit that is much like Lyra, and green/blue or blue/green, Japanese/English, has a Leaf account in the Leaf Green or Fire Red Leaf Green chapter. I don't know if she continues to have that outfit or if she goes back to being normal blue/green. I consider the way that I did it because of Twitter roleplay people. They all went by the manga people went by the Japanese names, and then I think the Gameverse people that went by the English name. So the way I see it, the manga is the oak guy is green and the girl is blue, whereas in the video games it's blue and green or blue and leaf. But if you call her Leaf, then you would have to call Red Fire. So I don't know. And Fuguri is the Japanese nickname, and that's like I don't know if it means leaf or it's like it's a part of a different name. It's a Japanese play on words. Let's get on with it. I'm talking for too long.
Hey, you! Not so tough now. Circus in town?
Out of my way. Another dead end. Well, one of these losers is gonna give me some answers.
She's got such a fucking attitude. Fucking Bully Maguire over here. Treyarch on the building. He was definitely more Bully Maguire in this game than he was in the movie. And he wasn't even Bully Maguire yet. He wasn't Maguire at all. Bully Parker. I don't know why people are so stupid with their fucking dumb memes.
Looks like the freak wants to play. Huh? Looks like the freak wants
Where
to
are
play.
ya? Oh, really? Haha! You are dead. He fell down and he died a fucking terrible death.
I'm sure I'm getting warmer though. That murderer can't get away from me.
Spider-Man basically just murdered that guy before he decided not to murder someone. I don't know. BBX.
Who's that? Ah,
XBXX.
you lost, kid?
Shit, shit, shit! Fuck! Fucking activate again! Fuck's sakes.
Go! The guy you want to spike. He's probably in that old shipping warehouse. It's right on the river. That's all I know.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. I was trying to deactivate my camera, but I deactivated the fucking thing. He just threatened the guy and said the killer's a skull. Where is he? Blah blah blah. I don't know. I think the Skull Gang comes back in the third one, or maybe the second one as well. But like the third one, you like it's kind of like the Amazing Spider-Man or Spider-Man, just Marvel Spider-Man, where you like frequently take out gangs, but like it's not just random things happening. It's like they have territory, and you have to. It's not like you have to take back the city like fucking San Andreas, GTA San Andreas, but it's sort of like that where different gangs are in the city, and then instead of you being in a gang, you're Spider-Man.
Sounds like the police are closing in. They can have whatever's left after I'm done.
I didn't find any secrets. Were there secrets to find? Level completion 700, perfect 0, combat 0. What? Combat style 280. Total bonus yeah, secrets found. Combat 0, secret found 0, secrets found 0, combat style 280, level bonus 980, total bonus 2,520. Yes, I want to save the game. Is there only one file? Okay, so I think that should be enough. One. Oh. Okay, what's the main game? The main menu, rather. It's been an hour, so there you go. You liked that? Liked all that? If you like the video or videos, hit like if you really like it or them. Subscribe if you want to and haven't done that already. Comment and share, hit the bell to be notified when I upload. Check out the links in the description or descriptions. Do whatever else you need to want to on Odysee if you're watching it or them on there. I'm Anti-HyperLink. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, shoots. If you like the video or videos, hit like if you really like it or them. Subscribe if you want to and haven't done that already. Comment and share. Hit the bell to be notified when I upload. Check out the link in the descriptions. Like the video, hit like if you really like it, then subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell to be notified when I upload. Check out the links in the description. Do whatever else you need to do on Odysee if you're watching it on there. I'm Anti-HyperLink. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, shoes. No. Fuck, I'm so fucking OCD. If you like the video or videos, hit like if you really like it or them. Subscribe if you want to and haven't done that already. Comment and share. Hit the bell to be notified when I upload. Check out the links in the description or descriptions. Do whatever else you need to do on Odysee if you're watching it or them on there. I'm Anti-HyperLink. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, shoes.